So this Thatcher's Juicy Apple is going to be the main product we're doing today. This is just for social media. However, check out my social medias. To start off with, we've got a simple lighting setup. E-light hitting the side of the bottles. This light is just adding orange reflection, as you can see there, and then this light is set to white so that you can read the writing on the bottle. Now time to move on to the actual commercial. The idea for this commercial was for it to be set at a farm with a big red barn because it would contrast with the product's design. I then wanted the product to walk around the screen like in the old Innocent smoothie adverts.
Hello, we're Innocent and we make smoothies. Can we show you something?
With it then being followed by the flavour of the product being apple. A full apple and then apple slices. Although one of the biggest problems where I live, I've not got a clue where you could find a big red barn. So the next best thing, using my laptop to create this effect that we're on a farm. Medicine boxes there, just so that the apple remains the same level, as otherwise you would be able to tell that I'm using a laptop for the background. The next biggest issue is my new worst enemy is fishing wire. It just doesn't do what I need it to do. Hence why there's no singular apple pieces walking along in the final edit. The current shot we're about to do is filling up the glass with the cider, and then I'll move it all the way up to the top, get a little fizz. But this is the lighting setup at the minute. Same light as before, however now we've got the big boy light shining directly on there, so then you can get all the patterns of the glass. Doesn't really work when the glass has scratches, should be new glass, but it is what it is. When creating the final scene, I knew I wanted space to be able to add the tagline as well as the drinkware logo, which is needed for anything alcohol related in the UK. I did toy with the idea of doing a pan, but in the final edit I think this works better. Going back to the final shot of the commercial, if you have a look at the Thatchers logo, you can see the A is a little plant, and I wanted this in the writing because this would tie it all together. On Photoshop, I changed the font using the pen tool and enlarged a version of the Thatchers A to be able to see what it actually looks like and what it'll look like on the final font. I also changed the J that was first in the font that I used to match the one that is on the Juicy Apple logo.